Right, I'm on the Coalpit Lane layout, making progress with the bankings now. Got so far down there, and then the signal box stanchion is coming on. Clay in between my tracks, the cobbles, but then I've encountered a massive problem. All the clay has cracked up. Now, before I put it down, I used Polybond, make it stick so it doesn't dry out as quick, and it's air dry clay. Now, when I did these, that is the DAS stuff, air dry. This is another product, so I'm not quite sure what it is at the moment, but when I've done this with the Polybond, obviously it's cracked, but between here, the tracks, I didn't put any Polybond in, and there is no cracking. Does anybody know why this has happened? It's cracked, but it ain't loose. It's just now looks a mess that I've got to try now repair. So if anybody can help me, I'd appreciate it. Bye for now. Right, a quick tip here. I want to make the handrails for the signal box, and when you get, well, I'm using copper, and when you get it, it's just like spiraled everywhere. So what I do, just wrap it round any secure point like a nail or whatever, bring it out, just cut this down a bit. Need it for the uprights now. Cut it down, still bent as you can see. Another good twist in the bottom so it'll hold in the chuck. Put this in the chuck, tighten it up, pull taut and just spin it. And that's it. What you end up with is a nice straight piece in which to work with. And then what happens is, when you shape it for your handrail, this is what it looks like. Nice and easy to work with. Just thought I'd share that with you. Right, so we've cut the copper, straightened the copper up, got it to length. What I'm going to do now is just solder it up. Hopefully my big hands won't get in the way of what I'm doing. Try and keep it down. All I'm doing, I'm just pressing it to where I've already tinned it. Just applying a bit of gentle heat. That one's fell through. There we go. I'll let that cool a second now. Go back to that, push it up, get it clamped in position. I'll just do them last three, and then my next thing is to come back in with the second rail. Obviously put it round and then into the position there. Or maybe put it in the back end, maybe look better, that section there. So I'll get that pinned in position, and then we'll see what it looks like when I've sold it in position. I'll let you have a look then. Thanks. Right, there we go. Got the handrails in now, soldered up. The next thing now, I shall paint them white. Got the signal box in position. Got a figure now here that I'll need to paint up. Just bring into focus there. Paint that up. I'll be standing on top of here, looking out. I've got a few rails to put round this edging, and then make up the staircase. So I'll carry on with that and let you see it when I get a bit more progress. Right, I've just about got the signal box now completed. The only thing I'm waiting for now is the relay box or electric box I'm going to put on it. But all the handrails are made now. I don't think it's turned out too bad. So I thought, right, the next thing I'll do on this side was weather the track. And as I started to do that, I came across a problem. As you know, when I was doing the clay, I used DAS clay for doing the cobbles, and I used a separate clay for doing the side of the track. And as you can see there now, it cracked up and it's actually come out, broke away. So I've had to dig it out, because what I don't want to do is when I turn it up on its side, whatever, and then that piece falls out. So very disappointed with that, because I've got everything weathered on one, covered in on this side, started to weather the track, just cleaning things up, and then that appeared. So I'm in two minds whether at this point, see, this is breaking up as well, but I did make a stone wall. Now the whole idea was that was going to go across here to show, get across to the other side, which is, say, there, and then across the tracks to get over to the other side. I'm not too sure about that. I wondered if you'd let me know on that. Just a one track, just to drive over to join it up. The greenery I've got on here is too green at the minute. That will be weathered down with paints and weathering powders. Telegraph poles in. So really now this side is not looking too bad, apart from that I'll have to patch. It obviously goes back there yet, but I've got to build coal staging and everything else at that end. So what I might be doing next is to repair where I said there, and then over the other side I might start scratch building the pit head, which is going to go over in this section here, over there, and then over into the building on this side. Obviously now I'll have to get some more clay, and it said it was air dried. That I've complained to the manufacturer, said it had fibres running through it to reinforce it, because on the other side I wanted to put my cobbles in front of there, this area here, just in front, and then cobble over the track into this area here. But obviously now I had the clay and I haven't now, because it'll just break up. It's not fit for purpose. So I think what I'll do, between doing the pit head, obviously because the drying time with the glue, I'm going to have to do so much on it, then leave it. And what I might concentrate on next is where the road is here, soldering gun is there, is get the road in this section here and do my scenic break there, and that's what I'll be concentrated on for the next week. But overall, at the moment, that's not turned out too bad at all, the signal box. And if you can let me know about the bridge going across, stone bridge, nicely weathered, and then sort of coming across the track here and then coming out onto the road here. It's just so they can get to there, but I don't know if it would spoil it, so if you can let me know, because obviously it'll be like a one track bridge, so I'm in two minds, I don't know. So that's it for the time being on Coalpit Lane. While I'm doing my bits and bats for that, I might turn my attention back to Crawford Street Junction. But, like I say, I'm struggling with crates on that one, so I don't know where I'm going with that one at the moment. So at least I can see I can do something on this, so I'll do another video next week and see how we go on. Thanks for now.